And what I'm saying though, if you don't have the Spirit of God, you're not going to be able to love. The ability to love comes from God. 2 Timothy 1 and verse 7. For God has not given us the spirit of fear, but of power and of love and of a sound mind. Notice that. He hasn't given us the spirit of fear. And there are all kinds of people out there who fear being committed in a relationship with another person. They fear it. It's like a disease. I mean, it's something they dread beyond their wildest dreams. I don't want to be committed. Why is that? It says God has not given us the spirit of fear, but of love and of power and of a sound mind. You know, we're going to have to go through a process of unlearning what love is not. The world teaches us a wrong view, a counterfeit teaching about a counterfeit love, and it's a wrong view of what love is. You know, the world teaches us love is genital bonding, love is recreational sex, lust is love. That's what the world teaches us. And none of that stuff equals real love. 1 Peter 1 and verse 22. Seeing you have purified your souls in obeying the truth through the Spirit unto unfeigned love of the brethren, see that you love one another with a pure heart. To love one another with a pure heart. Does that describe you in your relationship with your mate or with your girlfriend or boyfriend, that we are loving each other in a pure heart? The ability to love comes from God. If you don't know how to love, you don't know God. Now, I want to digress a little bit and explain something here that may trouble some of you. But in the Bible, I want to ask the question, what constituted a marriage in the Bible? You know, you really don't read in the Bible about an elaborate marriage ceremony like you see today when you think about the typical marriage ceremony. You know, now I know Jesus went to a wedding feast, and it was but even that probably wouldn't compare. You know, it was a Jewish wedding feast. There was song and dancing and huge celebration and a lot of drinking also. That was the place where Jesus' first miracle took place. He turned water into wine, I think over 160 gallons of water into wine, and that was after they ran out. You know, Jesus was called a wine bibber. Not a grape juice bibber, but a wine bibber. Boy, Jesus really he'd tearing that grape juice up. No, just kidding. He was called a wine. You know, Jesus probably drank a little wine. Does that offend you? I don't know why it would, but that's probably the truth right there. He probably drank a little. So I don't want to try to out Jesus, you know. Anyway, he went wedding feast. Okay, but the ceremony, do you take this woman to be your lawful wedded wife, and do you take this man to be your lawful wedded husband? You don't see that ceremony in the Bible. That's what I'm saying. But let's look at some scriptures here. And we're asking the question, what exactly constituted a marriage? When did a person enter into the covenant of marriage with another person? At what point? Deuteronomy 22 and verse 28. If a man finds a damsel that is a virgin, which is not betrothed, and lay hold of her, and lie with her, and they be found, then the man that lay with her shall give her the damsel's father 50 shekels of silver, and she shall be his wife, because he has humbled her. He may not put her away all his days. Exodus 22 and verse 16. And if a man entice a maid that is not betrothed, and lie with her, he shall surely endow her to be his wife. In other words, you got a man, they're enticed to one another, you know, they're well, you look great, she looks great, he looks great, whatever, they get together, they make love. And it says right here, he shall surely endow her to be his wife.